What's the energy today? Okay, that's way too many cards. Oh! They're great cards, though. Sorry. I'm not going to take them. We got some freaking... God dang it, I'm going to have to take them. All right. We got some strong energy here. Strong energy. Holy shit. What is the energy today? We got the Hermit. We got the Queen of Cups. The King of Pentacles reversed. The King of Wands. The High Priestess. We got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We got the Emperor. We got the World and Temperance. We got a lot of major arcanas and a lot of royal cards. So either we're dealing with a lot of different people, or you got a lot of stuff going on inside you. It could be only a message for you, because this is the first card that popped out. So maybe this is what you're all, like what you're becoming aware of that's like all inside of you. So what's inside of you? You got someone who's very nurturing, very loving, very intuitive, very sweet. Cares for herself, cares for her little bubble. You got a King of Pentacles. You could be more grounded. You could be more consistent. But he's there. You got a King of Wands. A very passionate leader. Very eccentric. And you could probably listen to your intuition a little bit more. So work on your intuition and your grounding. It's like the friggin' peak and the base. Your outer edges need a little bit of work, because you've got the passion and you've got the heart. Ooh! You've got the fire in your womb, in your belly. You've got the heart. You just need your feet and your crown. A little bit of work. What's the energy today? You're at a crossroads of some sort. Deciding which path to go down. You might not be sure about which path to go down because you're not listening to your intuition. I feel like you already know what the answer is, but you're just doubting yourself. You're scared. You're limiting yourself. So you're stuck in this confusion because you got the message. You're just not following it for some reason. What's this path? Well, the two royal cards that are like representing you that are upright, the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. What's this crossroads? Well, we've got the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. So the wands and the cups that are reversed. So I feel like these are a little bit in overdrive. You might be a little bit overgiving, might be a little bit too passionate, if there's such thing. It's just like when you have all this passion and you're super excited, sometimes you might rush forward before you have this grounding that you seem like you could work on a little bit. So what's this crossroad is you're being asked to like dim those exciting, beautiful parts of you that are online down just a little bit. And that might not be something that you want to do because you love these parts of you. They're amazing. They're beautiful. And being asked to dim them down a little bit to work on your grounding and your channel might not feel so great, because this is stuff that you aren't quite confident about. You aren't quite sure of. This is the stuff that makes you question if you're going in the right direction, if you're making the right choices. But you're being asked to dim those down a little bit, because you need some grounding. You need a ground that you can sleep soundly on. And with you working on this grounding, this stability, this structure, it's going to be a whole entire new world for you, because when you have that grounding and that structure, not only outside of you, but also inside of you, this grounding and structure of knowing who you are, trusting your intuition, trusting your feet, where you're walking, trusting your decision-making skills, When you have that, that's going to open up a whole entire new world for you, because these are going to come online. And when your high priestess is online, when your intuition is online, and you know where to go, you know how to take that action, incredible. So you're just a little imbalanced at the moment. You're very, very passionate and very, very loving. You might be an overgiver. You might race forward in your excitement. And that kind of causes some imbalance. You need to learn to receive. And you need to learn how to take steps forward slowly and methodically. Each step that you make, you need to make sure that it's on solid ground. And each leap that you take, make sure you're going to be leaping onto solid ground. All right. What else? What's some advice for you? What's the next thing you should work on? Again, the Hierophant, an even more grounded card than the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. So again, just honing the message and work on your grounding. This card could talk about like a spiritual awakening, just taking one more step up, growing up a little bit more. It could talk about doing the whole traditional thing. So maybe you don't like being so grounded. You don't like having routine. You don't like following the same plan every day because that just feels too rigid for you. Well, it doesn't have to look like that. Go be your unconventional self. Go find what grounding feels good for you. It doesn't have to be like what society says and what like your family says and what your friends say that your grounding should look like. You should do it to whatever feels best for you. So if it looks unconventional, then great, let it be unconventional. You just got to get some grounding. You need some grounding because you got some beauty that really, really wants to come in. Your intuition wants to speak to you and it wants you to hear it clearly. And it wants you to be confident in it so you guys can move forward. So you guys can move forward with slow and methodical steps, with consistent steps. So what's some advice for you? Go buy yourself a gift. And work on your grounding. Work on what makes you feel the most held, the most sane, the most confident. What's some specific steps though? Like I get it, we're re-honing in this, you need to ground, but like what's a specific step for you? If you don't like feeling grounded, if you don't like feeling tied down, then what's your next step? Well, so this card, I had always said if it comes out, then I need to say that you need to buy yourself a gift. But I also changed the rules too. And tarot has really helped me figure out my grounding and figure out my steps forward. Yes, it's not something that you should rely on solely and you should outsource all of your decision making to it. But you learn a lot. You learn how to guide yourself. It's a really, really beautiful tool. So maybe you are interested in tarot, learning how to read it for yourself. Because the messages behind the cards are actually really beautiful. And they're really wise. So you can learn a lot. Maybe go try some tarot. But if tarot's not your thing, what else? What's like the next step towards building this ground? We got the Queen of Pentacles. We got the King of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles. So give yourself some self-care. When it comes to the feminine in you and the masculine in you, just care for this part of you that doesn't feel grounded to anything. Don't shame yourself for it. Give it love. Don't shame yourself for not building this sort of stability in your life yet. There's nothing bad about it. It just wasn't your time to learn that lesson yet. It wasn't your time to learn the importance of grounding, but now it is. So give yourself love. We got a divine pair. You've got both of these parts within you. We got a divine pair. You got both of these parts within you. But just show up for this part of you. The part that might not know where their next step is, don't shame yourself for it. Love yourself through it. Realize that you got your own back. No matter what steps you take, you got your own back. And you're going to love yourself regardless of how things turn out. But if I can give you a little secret, there's no such thing as a wrong decision. So with whatever decision you're being presented with, whatever this crossroads is, whatever your intuition has already told you which way you need to go, or you should go, or you want to go, try to find the bravery to listen to it. Even if it doesn't make sense to you, even if you can't see the next step after this decision, even if you can't figure out how in the world it's going to work out, that's not for you to figure out. The only thing you're being asked to do is to take that next step and to trust that you made the right choice because you did, that you'll be held, that you're safe and protected because you are, that you're loved because you are, and to keep going. When you take those steps, you'll show your intuition, you'll show yourself that you trust yourself, you'll build that trust within yourself, you'll build that trust with your intuition, you'll build that trust with your higher self. So you're just kind of like working on that bond. So keep going. You're doing great.